Hi, kids. It's Jerry the Giraffe here. Come, let's go worship.
Stories of the Bible. Samson and Delilah. This is Samson, who was the last judge of Israel. Samson was very strong, and he was supposed to bring God's people victory over their enemies, who were the Philistines. Now Samson fell in love with a woman named Delilah.
Oh, hey there.
And the Philistines came to Delilah.
What's going on?
And convinced her to find out what the secret to Samson's strength was. They promised her a great amount of money if she could do this.
Now you're talking.
Hey.
Come in.
So Delilah said to Samson, "Please tell me what makes you so strong, and what would it take to tie you up securely?"
Well...
Samson replied, "If I were tied up with 7 new bowstrings that have not yet been dropped, I would become as weak as anyone else."
You ain't here.
So the Philistine rulers brought Delilah 7 new bowstrings.
Look what I got.
Go on, try.
And she tied Samson up with them.
Haha, see?
Oh no, Samson!
She cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." But Samson snapped the bowstrings.
Let me at him.
So the secret of his strength was not discovered.
Hey, wait a minute.
Afterward, Delilah said to him, "You've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now please tell me how you can be tied up securely."
All right.
Samson replied, "If I were tied up with brand new ropes that had never been used, I would become as weak as anyone else."
Let me try.
So Delilah took new ropes and tied him up with them.
See?
Oh no!
And again Delilah cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you."
What? Where? Let me at him.
But again Samson snapped the ropes from his arms.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Then Delilah said, "You've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now tell me, how can you be tied up securely?"
All right, I'll tell you.
Samson replied, "If you were to weave the 7 braids of my hair into the fabric on your loom and tighten it with a loom shuttle, I would become as weak as anyone else."
Now we got him.
So while he slept, Delilah wove the 7 braids of his hair into the fabric. Again she cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you."
Let me at him.
But Samson woke up and yanked his hair away from the loom and the fabric.
You gotta be kidding me.
Then Delilah pouted, "How can you tell me I love you when you don't share your secrets with me?"
Come on.
No.
You've made fun of me 3 times now, and you still haven't told me what makes you so strong. She tormented him with her nagging day after day until he was sick to death of it.
All right already.
Finally, Samson shared his secret with her. My hair has never been cut, for I was dedicated to God as a Nazarite from birth. If my head were shaved, my strength would leave me, and I would become as weak as anyone else.
Well, that's it.
Thank you.
Delilah realized he had finally told her the truth,
Hey, you.
so she sent for the Philistine rulers. "Come back one more time," she said, "for he has finally told me his secret." So the Philistine rulers returned.
Oh, Samson.
Delilah lulled Samson to sleep. And then she called in a man to shave off the 7 locks of his hair. Samson's strength left him. Then she cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." When he woke up, he thought, "I will do as before and shake myself free."
Oh, what's going on?
But he didn't realize the Lord had left him. So the Philistines captured him and took him to prison.
Hi kids, it's Teacher Lucy. It's so nice to see you guys again. I hope you guys really enjoyed the story about Samson and Delilah, because I sure did. Have you ever been in a situation where your friend tries to make you do something that you don't want to do, or make you tell them something that you don't want to share? Like a secret? Sometimes your friends can pressure you and ask you so many things, like, "Can you give me this? Can you give me this? Can you give me this?" And because of all the pressure, it can be like blowing air into a ball, like this. And then suddenly, because of so much pressure from asking so many times, you just can't handle it anymore. And all of a sudden it just pops. That's kind of like what happened with Samson and Delilah. We have Samson, who was a strong Nazarite, who got all his strength from a secret that he didn't share with anybody. Shh. Do you know what that secret was? It was his hair. He got his strength from his hair. Since birth, he never cut it. Not even one time. Can you imagine having your hair grow and 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 grow so long and never cut it once? It would be so hard to wash every day. And you would have to always tie it up so it doesn't get into your food when you eat. But he didn't care, because he made a promise to God, and he kept that promise until he met Delilah. Now, Delilah wasn't a very good friend. She acted like a great friend who loved Samson. But I don't think it was real love. It was pretend, because the Philistines wanted to destroy Samson. So they asked Delilah to find out his secret. So Delilah said yes. For what? For money. And she did it. She asked Samson, what would it take to lose your strength? And he said, if you take 7 strings from a bow, like this, and tie me up, I will lose my strength. So that's what she did. Can you imagine tying string around your hands and then all of a sudden trying to break out of it? I wouldn't be able to do that. Would you? But guess what? Samson did. So because that didn't work, Delilah asked again, what would it really take you to lose your strength? And so he said, if you get new rope and tie me up, I will lose my strength. So with new rope, she tied him up again, really, really strong. But guess what? Nope. It's nothing for Samson. He broke right through it. With lots of anger, she asked him again, what would it take? So he said, braid my hair into 7 braids into a loom, into fabric. Can you imagine braiding your hair and having it tied to something? Would you be able to get out? I wouldn't. But guess what? Samson could. Delilah was so upset. She was so angry. She wanted to be so angry to throw something at him like this. Okay, that didn't really work out right. Like this. I'm too scared to throw that. But finally, after nagging so much, Samson decided to tell his secret. Shh. He said that he got his strength from God by keeping his hair from being uncut since birth. So, in order to lose his strength, she would have to cut it. So, what she did was, she helped him go to sleep. And while he was sleeping, she asked the Philistines to come in with some scissors and cut his hair away. And guess what? After losing his hair, he lost his strength. And the Lord left him. With all his strength gone, the Philistines came in and captured him and took him away. Sometimes good friends can encourage us to do good things, but sometimes bad friends can pressure us to do bad things. And in this case, he didn't listen to God and listen to Delilah, who tricked him. So kids, there's a lot to learn from this story. Take some time right now with your parents to walk through some questions like these. Who do you trust to tell a secret and why? What happens when we break rules? How do we keep from breaking God's rules? Okay, kids, it was great seeing you. Hope you enjoyed the story, and I'll see you next week. Bye.